We're on the cusp of the fastest, deepest, most consequential transformation of energy in 100 years. My work on disruption has shown that it's going to happen over the next 10, 15 years for purely economic reasons. You know, in 2010, when I said that the internal combustion engine automobile would be obsolete by 2030, many thought it was an insane prediction. Most thought that. I also said that the tipping point for the electric vehicle disruption would happen around 2020 or 2021. And then it would accelerate. The mainstream view was this would not happen until the 2050s or 60s. And of course, they said I was insane. Some of them are still saying that. But my numbers, the cost curves of batteries and electric vehicles and so on, were clear on how it would happen. And now, of course, we saw over the last year how Tesla broke through and became the most valuable auto company on earth. And we saw recently also that the CEO of VW said that, yes, this disruption is going to happen over the next decade, which is exactly what I said 10 years ago.
Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and I'm your host today. And as Tony Seba just mentioned, no one was thinking that what we see today was even possible 10 years ago. No one was seeing this really big potential out there of a shift of the entire car market. So when we look at Tesla, there were just a few people, and a lot of people might be part of this channel, that have seen the potential a few years already ago, what could happen in the future with electric cars, with the range increase, with profitable businesses investing into the market as Tesla did. So I want to remind you that we are in the same situation here as Tony Seba mentioned. The same situation with the energy business will come. So as Tesla has entered and shifted the entire car market, which was unthinkable 10 years ago that this would happen. Tesla has done that, and I think Tesla will do that with the energy business. So just as a reminder, we are currently having around 28% of the entire electricity in the world coming from renewable energies. So this shift is already happening, guys, but it will have to take so much more to shift the world to renewable energy, because we still have 60% of the entire energy coming from gas and coal. Just imagine how much money is still to be made there. And this is just the beginning, guys. We have so many single family houses out there not having any solar roof or solar panels on the roof yet. Just not even mentioning how many power walls are needed to supply the demand that is out there from the energy storage because of having solar roofs or solar panels on their roof. So there's an endless business, and he's going to go into more details how much potential is out there.
In terms of energy, my work indicates that the convergence of solar, batteries, and wind is going to do the same thing to energy generation that electric vehicles are going to do to the internal combustion engine automobile. So let's look at my latest report. Rethinking Energy, 100% solar, wind, and batteries is just the beginning. So the question that we asked ourselves was this: is 100% solar, wind, and batteries is a system, is an electric power system that is composed only of solar, wind, and batteries possible by 2030? So as background to that, let me show you that over the last 10 years, as most of you probably know, solar and wind both have become the cheapest sources of energy. Solar today, unsubsidized, is the cheapest source of energy, period, in history, ever, today. So this is not in the future. This is actually today. Not only that, the convergence of solar plus batteries, 4 hours of batteries, which the industry calls a nearly firm power, or
So guys, looking into the Tesla energy numbers to just give you a kind of a feeling where we are at right now and where the Tesla energy business came from in the past few years. In 2016, there was a revenue of $181 million for the entire year, guys. And in 2020, we saw a 10x increase to $2 billion. This is like, guys, this is crazy. 10 times in a span of time of 4 years. So as we know, Tesla is always growing really, really fast once the domino effect has started. So I believe in 4 years, in another 4 years, we could see another 10x, and that would make $20 billion of revenue, guys. And the same thing that many people said 6-7 years ago, or when the Model 3 was actually published, everyone in the media was saying they could never make money on such a cheap car. And what are they doing today? They make money, and they even reduce prices because they can, because they have margins of around 25%, guys. Going up and down, of course, but again, 25% margins, and they can do it. They can, because they are mass producing. And this will be the same for the energy business. And just as a reminder why I think there's a big shift out there, one of the biggest funds, the Norway Oil Fund, who is investing worldwide in companies, has shifted from oil and gas companies to renewable energy companies. And it was almost unnoticed out there, but this is the sign. The money is moving in renewable energies companies. The same way the money moved from old car companies that didn't want to go to electric cars to electric companies. That's why the stocks are going crazy, because there are not so many electric car companies out there yet. So the money is being concentrated in Tesla, in NIO, and in other companies. And the same will happen with Tesla Energy when people notice what kind of amazing potential is there. People are still blind. They don't see that the same way people didn't see the potential in 2015 for the cars, or in 2010. And now people see the potential, and all of you who have been hopefully being with Tesla for a long time now, you all have seen the potential for energy, but the mainstream media, to be honest with you, is still concentrating on Tesla as a car company. And this is why I think once this shift is happening and people will talk about more about the energy business and how Tesla is entering this $1 trillion market, I think the stock will go further up. And I hope for you guys to